Hi everyone, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home. This is my first time back for a while. Thank you for joining me, and this is the canvas project I'm going to do this week, and it involves Christmas, as you can see. Now I'm sure you've all seen these dies that do this kind of effect, like a starburst kind of effect. And you can get circles and hearts and stars and butterflies and everything on it. Because I'm doing Christmas, I thought the star would look amazing. So I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to be honest, although I've put Silent Night on here, I'm not going to be cutting it out because I've got a beautiful Silent Night die that I'm going to use. I'm also going to use a bigger circle die for the frame, so this is just basically the center of the card, but I'll show you what I've done anyway. So obviously first thing we need is circle, and then I've used 1, 2, 3 of the stars. So let's just separate them, and we're going to need them a lot smaller. The circle though, I'm going to do at 7 inches because I have a die with a nice border that I think this will go in the centre of really nicely. But this is going to be our base. We actually need 2 of them, so that you can get the colour behind. I'll put that to the side just so that we know we've got it. And then the other thing is the starburst lines or marks, because they don't actually cut out. Now you've got 2 ways of doing this. You can use this if you're more comfortable with it, and just do straight lines like that and change it. And then do straight lines. I kind of like the way it bursts out. Okay, so we want this one, freehand. And what we're going to do is just do some lines. Depends how much you want it to go out. And then we'll do one in the middle. I think that's enough. And then we're going to gather them all. Not the circle. And change them into a score line. I like to use this one because it's further apart, but there's plenty to choose from if you prefer a different one. There's less chance of this breaking the card. So then I'm going to group it. Let's bring the circle back and place it where I would like it on the card. I'm then going to duplicate and flip. So I'm going to vertical flip, and then I'm going to horizontal flip. So it literally mirrors the other one. Now, I mean, you could do it like that, so that it's side by side, but I'm going to make it smaller and narrower and bring it along the bottom. Now you can't really align it. No, I can't think of a way to align that. I think it's just by eyeballing it, to tell you the truth. So if you wanted to move it a little bit, make it a bit bigger, longer maybe. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit, so that I can make this one a bit bigger. I like the way it goes out, I've got to say. Just remember to try and make them both meet again in the middle of that. So the next bit is to add the stars. Now I'm gonna bring them up because we do need to be that close. Obviously they're still too big. Now this, I just want one of these because I feel that this looks like a nice, actually I'm going to just stretch it out a little bit and then make it a bit smaller. But I want that one up there because that's like the main star. These ones are kind of like twinkly bits, if you know what I mean. So I am going to do a few of them. Okay, and we'll do them. Okay, so I feel like I've spaced them out nicely. Just one over there. Now the stars. I want a couple of different sizes. So I want to do fairly big ones along the lines. You don't have to do along the lines. Hit the wrong thing there. Ah, I see. So what's happened is that this is in the way of the stars. So I am going to, I'll send it to the back for now and then I can sort it out afterwards. Otherwise I can't get to my star. And then I just want some smaller ones that go along the bottom. So I'll have a couple of big ones. Okay, so I'm just going to display zoom to max size, so I'm out here. I feel like that's enough stars. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab everything, all the stars, but I need to let go of this because we want everything except for the lines, because the lines will not subtract, and that's what we need to do. We need to subtract from the circle. Actually, don't do what I do. Make sure that you've got all the stars. Okay, let's subtract again. So now we've subtracted all the stars. We need this one behind. If you hit the yellow and come over here, it's more of the right colour. And we will make sure that that one is sent to the very back. The circle on top is clear. I would like it a nice dark blue so you can see everything else. And that is the shape you're left with. And then you can decide if you want to do the silent night on top, or you want to put like a nativity scene in it, or whatever you want. I'm going to use dies and stamps and things that I've got, so that I'm not just using my Canvas Workspace. But that is how you do it, and I've done it on a circle. You can do whatever shape you want, and now you know how to do them. You can do it with the circles and the hearts and the butterflies, and you could also, you don't have to do the lines as widespread as I have, like I showed you before. You could do it just on a straight line. Just make sure you change it to a score line, so that it doesn't actually cut straight through the card. That's how you do that. Let's go over to the craft table and finish making it. Okay, I'm over at the craft desk. As you can see, I've cut it all out. Look at this paper. It is stunning, is it not? Pink Frog Crafts, that is. It's gorgeous. I'll link the details below so that you know the name of it, because I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's pink. I know it's Pink Frog Crafts. So this is a HunkyDory paper I had from a collection. I think it's called When a Child is Born. I've cut the stars out. Now, as you can see, I might have done a wrong, because the scoreline dots are too small, so you might want to go bigger, but together the stars really come through, so I'm really happy with that. There's my Silent Night. I've cut it out the same gold as I did the stars, so that will stand out as well. Now for my card base, I used I think it was Creative Products, and they do like a whole nested circles with the pretty little surround. Should have got that ready in advance, but okay, I'll do that afterwards. So the thing about round cards is that if you cut just a sliver off the back, then it helps it stand still so that it doesn't roll away. So what you want to do, all I've done is I've got 1/2 inch and I've lined it up with a 1/2 inch and then put it at the top. And I'm just going to cut that little slither away so that it will stay straight. You want to do it at the back because otherwise it ruins the effect of the front. And then I am going to turn it round, make sure this stays straight, and what I want to do is now do a little score line so I can glue them together at the back. I've gone a bit far there. Actually, what about if I do, oh look at that, that's perfect. Is that enough space? Yeah. So because I've got this score line on there, I'm going to do it there. Yeah, that's plenty. So now I can glue it, and I know that it's in line with the bottom. So actually it fit perfectly doing that. This is the second one down that I used. So now all we're going to do is put a bit of glue on there. And then try and line up the pattern as best you can so that it's straight, it's the same all the way round, because you don't want the pattern going off anywhere. Again, you could use this just to butt it up, make sure they're both butt up. Looks like that's got to come around, oh, just a touch. There we go. And then what happens is that the back will bend and will allow the card to stand straight because we've done the cut off at the back. So then all we've got to do is stick to the front. Now I think I will just do flat. It would look nice with a bit of foam on it, but you know, for posting, if you want to do flat, that's obviously the best way to go. I'm sorry if you can hear the wind, it's a bit, weather's turned a bit bad again, but we're in England, we're used to bad weather. So normally I hate using the whole back if something's going straight on top, but the way I've done the stars means that I have to use the whole back. There's no, because I've got it all over. So like I said, if I was you, I would change it to a bigger score mark. It will show up a bit better. I'll obviously put that well, you'd see it because I'll put it on the video when I get it ready. So I want this star straight, like so that it's the star, and then these go out. Now for my sake, what I might do get gold. Okay, so I've got my Secura and I'm just gonna go along the lines. So that's it. You can actually see the glitter of it now. Let's move you out the way so I don't get you dirty. So then, like I said, although there's plenty of stuff you could cut out, I did definitely want this. I'm just going to glue it on my hand. Might be nice if you cut it out on the foam sheets, or maybe cut a few out and stick them together, make it a bit firmer. But I've just left it as one. I was trying to make as simple a card as I could for you, because we don't like paying extra postage. I've done it bigger simply for it's easier to see on video. It's such a nightmare when it's a small card on video. So I am just going to fit the Silent Night. I had this worked out so that it just fit nicely around all the stars. There we go. Like that. And then from the same kit as the papers, it's Adorable Scoreable. I thought I'd go through some and see what I can use. I mean, there's the bottom of that I could cut round, I guess, but I thought that was a bit big. So this has got the same picture on. Or look, something small like that, or that. Let's see what that looks like. Just counteracting on this side or down here. I mean, that's a beautiful one, isn't it? Maybe. Yeah, so I've got all these that I can use that I'll add to it, and then you can go crazy or just leave it as simple as that. And then add your own decoration. I've got dies, I've got stamps that I could cut, but I thought I'd go through my old kits and use one of them. I mean, even the Three Wise Men, with it saying Silent Night, even they would look really nice. Oh, and that says Holy Night. But I don't want to use a square against a circle. Well, anyway, yeah, I will choose one of them. Ooh, I quite like that actually. And it's as simple as that, but like I said, you can make it as crazy or as simple as you want. Okay, just a quick thing before I go. I truly mucked up. As you can see, when you look at the front, you can hardly see the outside, and because I measured it against the gold circle, which I had cut down a little bit smaller, which meant this is all covered. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go round it, but you know, if you do that, just make sure you've measured it. This is not the greatest rescue plan, but there we go, that's a bit better. Now you can, alright, I've mucked up there, but now you can see better that the outside of the circle. What I might have to do, oh, I've really mucked up. Okay, I'll probably do it again now. Yeah, so I'm still going to show you it because it's me that seriously mucked up. What I would do, I really like that with it. I think it looks really nice. So there we go. And although it is a simple card, and I have done it larger. I've done it, let's check the measurement actually. I think it's like 7, maybe 7.5. Let's have a look. Oh, that's centimetres. That's no good. I've got so many rulers. Okay. 7. A spot on 7. If you wanted it smaller, you can just resize it in Canvas Workspace and cut it out a bit smaller. And then, like I said, if you want to do the shape in the Canvas Workspace, you can do that. Or I used my Creative Craft circle dies with the thing. I think that looks nice. And then that's from HunkyDory. I will put everything I've used in the description. And oh yeah, my what I've cut out there will be available on my Facebook page as always. Free to download. I always do that. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.